Now here's yet another vista point along Rock Powell Road called the Gray Pine Flat Vista Point. So another area for parking, another hiking trail, trailhead that is. And according to the sign, it looks like there's horseback riding, and of course, with your binoculars, there's views of the lake and bird watching. So the entrance to this vista point is at 598 Rock Powell Road. As you can see there's no overnight camping for any of these parking lots. There's primarily for temporary parking. Well, there's restrooms within the vista point. So again, as I mentioned earlier, at these parking lot vistas, always walk towards the edge of the parking lot to see if you can find a resting bench area or an area where you can observe views of the lake, ocean, wherever you might be. In this case, there's a view of the lake, but it's obstructed by trees. This area of the parking lot. Okay, so this is the beginning of the Gray Pine Trailhead. And like almost all trailheads, they include a message board with information about the trail. So you might want to pay attention to this before you begin your trail hike. Like emergency 911 call if you need to call 911. All dogs must be on leash. Hiking safety tips. And your parking fee, which is $5 all day. The beginning of the trailhead. So here's another resting bench area just before another trailhead I'm going to show you in a minute, where again you can have lunch, take a break, either before the trailhead, before your trail hike, or after your trail hike when you come back to your parking lot. It's another way to relax and unwind. So this trailhead is called the No Name Trail. According to the signage, it's 0.3 miles. So it's just to the left of the Gray Line Trail. The left entrance. Well, this is the first time I heard of this. Lake Sonoma has an air gun range just right adjacent to the No Name Trail. And based on my knowledge of this air gun, I guess it's some kind of gun that you shoot certain things in the air. Those of you that are more familiar with air guns probably know what this is about, but this is one of the areas from which you can use the air gun. Now, this information post sign gives you information about the rules in regards to using your air gun. Unfortunately, it's kind of smothered with dust and dirt, so you won't be able to read it clearly. Looking down on the end of the information post, I see that the air gun range is maintained by the Dry Creek Glen Gun Club. So you can visit their website to get more information about the air gun service at drycreekgunclub.com. Okay, continuing our journey along Rock Powell Road, going westbound along Lake Sonoma. Okay, here's the continuation of the No Name Flat Trail. I mentioned earlier from that last Vista Point parking lot that they have an entrance to the No Name Flat Trail, but it continues from this parking lot right here. I'll show you the entrance to the parking lot. So here's the entrance to the continuation of the No Name Flank Park Trail. However, it is gated, so that means that it's usually open from sunrise and until sunset. So you always got to pay attention to that and make sure you get your parking here. You get back to the parking lot before sunset. So there's one restroom option within the parking lot. And of course, I mentioned earlier, like all the parking lots, there's a day use fee of $5, and then there's an annual pass available at the visitor center. So that's what I was saying earlier about you want to visit the visitor center to get more information about getting the most out of visiting the trailheads in the park itself or in the lake itself. And here's the beginning of the trailhead. The parking lot is fairly large, so as you can see, Today, of course, is empty, Monday, but you never know what the weekends might be like, so bear that in mind. Continuing our journey along Rock Pile Road, going westbound. So you see more bird watching activity as you're either cycling or hiking along Rock Pile Road. It may be a few Blackhawks, I'm not for certain. Now I believe this is another parking lot, but as you can see it's currently closed right now, but when it reopens it might be something you want to take advantage of. Let me explore it further to see what the options are here when it does reopen. So it's definitely an area for picnicking. And this place appears as though there's some kind of fire pit or oven or stove. Maybe it's for grilling pizza, I'm not for certain. Yeah, it looks like it's some kind of grill pit, I guess. Mainly for large parties. You can see the interior of this seating area is quite large for large groups. But I said it's currently closed right now. I'm not certain what this is, so it's hard to say. I can only assume that it's a part of food preparation or food cooking, but I'm not for certain. So here's more of the parking lot facility. Hopefully when it reopens again, you'll be able to take advantage of the few amenities that are offered here. Now continuing along Rock Pile Road, you can see we're approaching the sunset. Here's the entrance to yet another trail that's off of Rock Pile Road. Here's the entrance to yet another trail that's off of Rock Pile Road that gives you opportunity for horseback riding, cycling, if you have dirt wheels, that is dirt back wheels for dirt roads, and of course hiking. Well, these directional signs are very helpful. You see to your left is showing the direction towards Bummer Peak Camp, Lone Pine Camp, Liberty Glen Campground, which we passed earlier, and then to your right, Madrone Point Camp. This is the direction towards Madrone Point Camp. Now, this trail is called the Canoe Trail. It says here, the sign says it's only a half-mile long.